You never, ever, ever, ever do cardio before weights.
I'm not sure the full context of the clip because the answer would be slightly different for bodybuilders and athletes than general population, but it's not never ever.
What the worst thing you could do is like Orange Theory, some of these others where you go back and forth. Do cardio, your body's starting to secrete the catabolic hormone to burn fat. As soon as you start lifting weights, it stops the secretion of the fat burning and then starts secreting just anabolic.
Simply put, catabolic means breaking down, like breaking down things like fat to use as fuel for exercise. And anabolic means building, like building muscle, but also storing fat. Basically, anything you do that requires energy is at least in some ways catabolic. Cardio, of course, is catabolic, and while lifting is anabolic, during your lift, epinephrine, norepinephrine, and cortisol are jacked up and act catabolically to fuel your lift. Anabolic signaling starts 15 to 30 minutes after you stop lifting. So if you mix the two, you don't have to worry about switching between anabolic and catabolic states.
What you're better off to doing is the anabolic exercise, which is the weight resistant movements first. After 20 minutes, your body starts to dip into the fat stores. You do the cardio towards the end, you're all burning fat, baby.
If your goal is to do fat burning cardio, aka zone 1 or zone 2, you don't need to burn through your sugar first. That at most makes a few minute difference, or when it comes down to grams of fat, a couple grams of fat difference over the course of a cardio session. But if you're at the right intensity, your body will use fat. Remember, that's fat burned as a fuel, which is not the same as fat loss. Fat loss requires a calorie deficit.
So that's why I tell people, do the cardio at the end.
If you want to get the absolute most out of your lifts, like a power lifter or a bodybuilder, yeah, I wouldn't do a mixed cardio and weights workout. And if you have to combine them, in that case, I would do the cardio after. If you like combined workouts like Orange Theory, great, keep them. While that isn't a pure lifting session, it's not like you just won't see results combining the two. Just look at CrossFitters. That's kind of the whole point of the name CrossFit. But to everybody else, the answer to cardio before or after weights is simple. Do whichever one you're more likely to skip first.